Guys, it's DbdKmp, the best noob in the house. Welcome back. Welcome back to DbdKmp Plays Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. In this episode, however, last time we did some things and I forget where we were, but this is a bonus episode. Probably the first one I've ever done. So, okay, but you might be wondering why we're here. Well, for a few things, I've actually just recently discovered some new tricks that I never thought about doing before. But before that, I wanted to show some things like this. And you might be wondering why we're all the way back here, especially considering that in the actual playthrough, we are actually, beyond this crystal. I haven't even got the crystal in this file. I actually have the crystal on the other file, which is, for this area, which is the one down here. That one down there is working on the second crystal. And then eventually, but that, speaking of before the second crystal, there's something I need to show you guys that I have never personally showed myself. I did show myself. That personally never considered doing before. And I have never, ever done it. It made things a little bit easier. You don't have to do that trick. But anyway, we are here in Foresta because we're going to do some talking that we didn't do when we first began this. Strange trees are growing in the civil forest. Look at the crystal this to the north of the mountain dungeon. Now let's see. Can't go across there until he goes. I'm turning on an old man. We can actually use the save file to actually get back over here to show you what happens afterwards. Okay, didn't mean to string her there, but this didn't work. I don't know, I should get your energy from a person. I'm really just a child. Is that so? Well, okay, so we'll be right back after these messages. So here's something I figured out as well that so I don't have to worry about, because there's just two differences between resetting the game and actually resetting the game. I don't know why it's called resetting the game. But anyway, if I do this, yes, it'll be fine. Now it should bring up back my save files, and it has. Okay. Now, the reason why we're there is because I got to get some more seeds because I kind of used up a bunch. But anyway, let's see. What was I gonna do now? I already forgot. All right. This is right there. Oh, excuse me. Where it says new game, not reset game. I don't know what I was thinking when I said reset game. But when you push new game, it didn't used to do this. But yeah, that's something you don't want to do. I think I was thinking that it was reset game. Oh, he's a good girl. That's a good girl. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, we will continue on. I'm just using this as an opportunity to make a bonus episode because I don't think I've ever made one. And as you know, Bitchute is now finally showing my deal. Unfortunately, though, and I'm like buried now because you got other people. Now people are starting to show up with more LPs. For a while there, it was only one person so far, and that was Veteran 0121. And then there was Dablackking, and now there's other people. So, I'm kind of missing out on the chance, so I'm going to have to post a link as soon as possible. So, yeah. She's a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet you over in the place that is going to do the true tricks, okay? And then when I'm done, this is going to be like a short episode. But, yeah, when I'm done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to, do my thing, and then I'm going to make an official episode once I've gotten through and got all the seeds again, which pretty much, this is what I have right now. It's 14. 89 is what I've gone up to for the final maxing out for now. Not the full max out. No, that would be 99. Like I said before, I'm not going to go to 99 yet. Because I'm just not ready to make that jump yet. Because there's just so many of them out there that it's like, why even bother when you can basically collect them as you go along. It's just recommended you collect about just a certain amount and then just go on and wait until at least in-game. And then start going up and maxing out. I would actually max out in the dungeon, the final dungeon itself. So, but anyway, I will see you momentarily. Yes, I'm going into the winter cave. Now, see, the thing is that I could wait till after I've gotten through the ice pyramid, but I'm not going to do that. And I could literally, show you at any time at the point of the game, but there's a difference. It won't be as quite effective without Phoebe or Phoebe because of what I'm about to show you. Now, when it's like at that point, it'll be like I'll just be doing it by myself, and there's no point in me having a partner. I mean, to actually take care of the other enemy at this point in the game. At this point in the game. Anyway, I'm going to see you at the enemy that I need to be at. I'm not going to take out all the enemies like I did before, because I don't need to do that. I've already done that. I at least try to do that at least once per dungeon, and if I have to do it again, which is crazy, I mean, they respawn. They really do. Let me just be something clear on here. They will respawn once you leave the place and come back in there. Battlefields, you can actually reset them to have, like, once you've beaten the maximum, you can go even further. And then there's even more than that. I've actually accidentally run across that on my own. But, unfortunately, I don't really care to do that because there's not much point to it because there is a level cap in this game. I know that there was one to begin with, but I didn't remember it ever being at a certain low level. And what it is that, unfortunately, the highest I remember when this game was first introduced to the world, well, to my world, actually, just to say, especially when it comes to me playing it, no other way did I ever view it, because no one ever showed me it. I actually played this on my own. Anyway, level 99. I thought the level was 99 for the cap, but it's not. We'll go more over that later. Until then, later. Now, here's something else I never really knew before, but you could obviously take, even if you didn't musically use the fire spell, I don't think it always works, but what you can do is have her, because she's really strong, and it doesn't work all the time, even on 3 of these guys, but it'll take them out completely like this. See that right there? Okay, and another thing is that I should point out that I could save after this, but there's there is no point when I can just basically reset the game and just go resume where I was at, which ultimately, you know, was, there's so that I don't have to use up so many more seeds. But at this point, I'm going to have to use a seed. Later. Yeah, I just used fire on that. I never thought about ever doing that either. So, letting Phoebe kill the hedgehog with a fire there either. So, I mean, that's just things I've discovered. Like I said, this is a bonus video. This is not me trying to show fights or anything other than to show you some new tricks that I've learned. Now, this is something you don't have to use. You don't have to apply, just like any other trick I've ever shown you. Anyway, later. Now, this guy right here is the trick I'm going to show you. Now, even though this is what you'd normally see, this is something I never thought about doing. And I've done it on, it doesn't matter which one I take out, just don't use Earthquake. Because, it doesn't work. So what I can do is, I can either, either one of them to centaurs. I forgot their names. You can use fire too, I've done that before, but I think it's more prudent to do this. We can deal with whatever the earthworm gives us. It's what they give us, which is confusion. To avoid that. And then what I do is I take an axe and I do this. And there you have it. Okay, like I was showing you before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on defense. The reason being is because no matter how many times, I can actually have them both attack at the same time, which I've never done that before, that I can remember anyway. But, there you go. This should kill them. And there you go. Now, no means you have to do that. It's just a new trick I've found. Something a technique I've never even knew before that even existed. Never even thought to even apply that. Anyway, I'll see you later. Now, here's something else I forgot about. I was going to show you. I was going to show you guys as well. I never even knew about this either. So what you can do is have him attack. And have her use lightning. Even though it's more stronger than that. Apparently he's weak against thunder attack. These land turtles. Anyway, later. Now, I may have edited out battles and stuff, but there you go. There's more battles over here. Up there. I'm not going to try and take them all out for a reason. So. But anyway, I'll see you a little bit. Now here's something. See, 3 centaurs are not very easy to take on. I wouldn't always risk it, but sometimes you can. So what I would do is just use this. And have her do that. It should be no problem. You can also make her use fire. I think it's more prudent to use thunder because they're more susceptible to that. Even though they don't have any specific weakness. But yeah, later. And as you can see, there's more enemies here. You might have saw where I actually took off went off screen and took out the battles and stuff like that. Well, here's your chance to see the monsters as they are as I get closer to them. Later. And as you can see, there's more enemies here. Now, I could try to jump, but it won't let me. It never does. I'm going to wind up taking out one of these hedgehogs and show you that there's more. Doesn't matter which one I go to. However, I'm going to have, in order for me to get those chests, I'm going to have to get through at least one of those 3 enemies down there. Because there's 2 centaurs and there's some kind of, what do they call them? Later. As you can see, there's more there. Now, I didn't even go to the other place where there's another chest, where I found that little hidden passage behind the boss. Yeah, because if you don't know, that's the boss. And you can't reach it unless you go through this area anyway. You don't have to go to all these enemies. I just do it because of, not only does it get me enough levels to survive, but it gives me enough GP to buy the things that needs to be bought. And that's the reason why I do that. Which is more handy, even though I really don't like to grind for money, but that's just the way it goes. Anyway, also, before I go, there's something else I wanted to tell you about. Well, I'm going to try and get into PC games. Now, that ain't going to be right now or anything like that, I'm not going to guarantee you that. But yes, I will be on Bitchute, and I will be posting a link. But anyway, I just want to tell y'all that as far as Bitchute goes, I will be posting a link. And there's a dude that's called, I forget his name now. He said something about, giving him a shout out because he's been giving me quite some support lately. I can't think of his name now. And the reason I haven't done any shout outs or anything is because I've been really busy. And let me just, okay, what's his name again? Someone refuses to, what's this? Guess he deleted his comment. Oh, Postposterous. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. It's POST with a capital P and then another post. As in POST. But the next one starts with a small P and then an ER. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, post. Russ. I don't know. POST EROUS. And I'm giving a shout out to this guy. I don't know. He says, sending awesomeness your way. Woot. We appreciate the support from YT giants like you guys. Thanks. Between I'm borrowing a few tricks I learned. Here, Postposterous approves bodyguards. I don't know if he means he's talking about me saying you don't have to use this, because I know I use some of the dialogue that Dablackking uses, but that's because we both have kind of the same kind of thinking, sort of alike. Except we're still individuals. I'm the best noob, and he's not the noob. He pretty much knows what he's doing. I know what I'm doing too. It's just I like to just take my time and try to challenge myself or try to go through things. And sometimes I will go through games on my own and try to figure out what I need to figure out on my own. And then there's just times I will. But the general of all, what I do major is I do things blindly. And if I've already played it before, yeah. And I already would have known. I've already beaten this game. But I've since then just. Oh dear God! Stop it. Anyway, so if you want to see my first blind run through, check out Dablackking, because that's where all of my videos are, and that was before I became an icon. Before my channel actually become part of me. So, if you want that, I suggest you do that on YouTube. It's not on Bitchute yet, but it will be. I don't know if I'm going to put it in the same folder or not. I might, because it was my first ever run through of it. Because I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. I mean, I might have played this many moons ago and thought that the thing was The thing of it is, a lot of things I do learn from Dablackking. So, but either way, I've never been that far in the game. I should consider Dablackking. And this playthrough is like a fresh perspective and everything else as well. So that's also another, I didn't think about it until now, but yeah. It also gives me an excuse to give it a bonus episode. Because I haven't done that yet. Especially for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Anyway, I'll see you in a moment. In case you were wondering why I was showing that up again, just because I thought that he would pull it off fast enough. Because believe it or not, I've had him pull it off fast enough, and he still can't take him down. But like as soon as she pulls out her fire spells, yeah, it like finishes them off. Because her spells are pretty much like overkill. Like I said, I couldn't tell you what the HP is and everything. But anyway, right here. Okay, you can't see the enemies. That's nuts. Alright, I'll be right back. But yeah, above me is some enemies that I did not take out. You can obviously pass them. I've done that. Not really. Not me. What am I saying? Another person of me. I'll be right back. You might actually say I actually cheated by taking a shortcut, because you can do that. You don't have to. I typically try to do things normally, but again, I've already passed this dungeon, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, like when I normally try to play this as is, instead of just like, just want to skip through it all. I just like to take out all the enemies, which I have not done yet. See, I even have enemies over here I haven't taken out yet. There's even down below. And here's the thing I was talking about. These monsters right here. 3rd floor. You've already seen them. But basically, yeah, they're there. So, I see it a little bit. I see like these guys right here. I don't have to go through them. They're optional. But the other ones are not. Actually, everything's pretty much like, it's like an optional game, but it's like, normally you still have to go through them if you want to go through and you continue on the storyline. But there's just enemies you can bypass and not ever have to fight them. Bet you didn't know that either. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. This has been DbdKmp, the best noob in the house. And I'm recording this on Sunday, January 26th. Later.